wellness, love, and light to the tribe. What is everyone doing? How is everyone feeling out there? I am New Diamonds, just tapping in with Tribe to see how you guys are feeling. Okay. Just wanted to pop up and say what's good. Okay. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for all of the support, all of the love. There is a lot of G, right? G that is going on right now. And I just really wanted to tap in with Tribe and see how you guys are feeling. Okay. Um, and just kind of do like a little pop-up, right? We have a lot of different planet alignments that are happening right now. And I feel like there is just this sense of this great activation within you, right? As you deep dive within yourself, you become more secure, you become more aware, you become more sure of yourself, you become more alert of things, right? Outside things, inner things. And this is a beautiful, beautiful energy to be in as we are completing old cycles and entering new cycles and just blossoming and blooming into these beautiful radiant beings that we are. Okay. um I hope everyone out there is having a amazing weekend, strong in, right? um just due to this, you know, energy shift that we're going through. Okay, I'm gonna give it a second, you know, wait for Soul Tribe to come in, and then we're gonna jump into it. But yeah, I'm really feeling like this. My solar plexus is going off. So we're getting back in tune with our power, right? So we're taking our power back in all ways and all forms. We aren't letting anything outside of us define who we are, right? And we're more confident than ever, right? There's a lot of abundant opportunities on the horizon, right? There's a lot of opportunities, right? A lot of people, a lot of everything, right? It's just a lot of everything, right? We're at the end of spring, and this is where things turn up, right? This is turn up season, turn up energy, right? And it's also the sense of travel, this interdimensional travel, this outer travel, right? Where are you traveling, right? Where are you thinking about traveling? As far as in the future, what goals do you have set, right? So this is where we're planning things out, staying optimistic as there is unlimited possibilities, right? My heart chakra is going off. I was going to say my solar plexus and my heart chakra has been going off tremendously, right? So this is all about our hearts opening up, our hearts expanding, and tapping into your true heart's desires, right? What resonate with you? What's resonating with you at this time? Is it getting work done? Is it resting? Is it planning, right? Is it love, right? Is it being comfortable and confident in who you are, right? It's all about getting in tune with yourself. That way you can be fulfilled internally, right? And it's also the sense of the more you get in tune with yourself, the more you turn on that light. Like I said, turn up, fire it up, right? The more that light radiates out, the more your energy shines brighter. That light shines brighter. And it's this light from within that is being brightened, okay? So I don't know. I'm just really feeling really good. I wanted to tap in with Tribe. I know y'all been asking me to go live, so here I am. Okay. Yeah, I just really wanted to like tap into this energy, and it's very uplifting, it's very vibrant, it's very upbeat, it's very right? It's very like heart racing, you know, getting things pumping, getting things jumping, but also this calming, sitting back. Like, so you may get bursts of energy, like you may feel like chilling, and then that light bulb comes off, aha, then you on go, right? So it's this polarity. We in that Gemini season, right? We in that Gemini season, so you gonna feel this back and forth energy, this up and down. It's just really giving like this spark, right? But taming the flame, right? Taming that inner desire. That way it isn't a wild fire, right? It is a how can I say, very carefully, you know, grounded oriented fire, right? This is a campfire, right? This isn't a forest fire. So this is all about just getting in tune with who you truly are and continuing to stay in that energy, continuing to stay in the flow, continuing to not let anything obscure your vision or change your judgment. As we are headed somewhere new at this time, we're headed to new places. So yeah, and I also wanted to say, like I've been saying, shout out to the Soul Tribe. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all of the love that you guys have been showing and pouring into me. Okay, and yeah, if there was any questions you guys wanted to ask, like I said, I'm live, so it's live and direct. Y'all been saying go live, right? And it's this on go energy, right? Being live, being in the moment, right? And being present, right? Being in the present, because that is a present. Hi, peace. He said hi there, peace. Was it Janae? Hello, 444, right? Shout out to Soul Tribe. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, it is just this countdown energy, as it is 3, 2, 1 on the clock where I'm at. I feel like, yeah, this is like countdown for something, right? I feel like summer is going to be really big, and it's something that we don't see coming that is going to take off, right? It's going to be even more opportunities, even more abundance, even more love, even more, just more and more and more, due to us pouring into ourselves, pouring into our hearts. You said thank you for sharing. Yes, no problem. Thank you for sharing your energy, right? I feel like attention is a new currency, and it's all about what frequency you're coming with, right? And if you're coming with the right frequency, coming with the right energy, then there is nothing that you can't achieve. You know what I mean? You put your mind to it, you can do it. You put action behind it. That's literally the recipe for master manifesting, okay? What did you say? The chat is moving. Peace to the tribe. You said summer is going to be, yes. I feel like this summer is going to be life changing. Hey, beautiful, peace. Peace to the soul tribe. Thank y'all so much for joining in. Yeah, no, this summer. You said you're going to Stone Mountain? Yes, I am. We lit. We in this thing. Okay, shout out to Soul Tribe. We hiking up Stone Mountain, Crystal Mountain. Okay, I wasn't gonna say nothing. It's like this is an exclusive if you on this live right now, but I will be there. I'm like, you know what? It's been a while. I got to tap in with Tribe, and we up Stone Mountain. Okay, he said, see you there, fam. Okay, super juice. Y'all, look, okay, don't get me started. Don't get me started. I be juiced. I be hyped, okay? I've been waiting for this moment, just to link up with Soul Tribe in person, because we vibe so much online. It's going to be even more electrified once we get in person. Was gonna write some new goals and intentions for this summer, sis. I've been trying to keep my energy straight and not be pulled. Yes, like I said, that is the energy. It's this being extremely high. Y'all see how my energy just turned up? Y'all see that? Do y'all? That's the energy, y'all. It's like, oh yes, we chilling in. That is how the energy is going to be, right? It's going to be fired up. It's going to be lit. It's going to be distractions. It's going to be things try to come in and weigh your energy. But you are a master manifester. This is what we came here for, right? It's a high vibrational person. Oh, you already know. What is turned down? Okay, I don't get tired like Kevin Gates say. Okay, we up. It's lit, right? I'm gonna try to work something out to where we can kind of like set up a group so we can like link up before the hike or link up after the hike. Maybe we can discuss that on the mountain, but I don't want to get, like I said, it's this one in a pounce, because the energy is so high, but you kind of got to just, take a step back, woosah, ground yourself, relax, let things fall into place, go with the flow, right? It's about controlling your energy, right? It's about knowing yourself, right? And knowing when certain things are affecting you and how to manipulate the energy to work for your best benefit. That is the goal right now. That is this test. That is this portal. That is this energy that we're in right now. It's all about making the energy work for you and doing what's best for you during this time, not getting caught up in certain illusions of how things look like, right? Thinking for the future, not having anxiety about it, but just planning things out, being organized, right? You don't want to overthink so that way you're sitting in anxiety. You want to plan things and have certain goals for yourself, and know that if they don't go according to plan, that's okay too, right? Because there must be something better, or there must be a lesson that I was meant to learn from this experience, right? And I feel like that's what life is. Life is a big experience. Y'all got to excuse, because this is real life right now, okay? This is real life, okay? And that's how life is. It's unexpected things that happen, and we just kind of have to go with the flow, right? And be immersed in that energy. And what makes that better is when you have people with the same mindset, people on the same vibe, the same frequency to communicate with. That way you don't feel so alone, even though we aren't never really alone. We just feel that way sometimes, right? And that's why I'm always shouting out Soul Tribe, right? Because when I first came into the conscious community, the spiritual community, I didn't really have anyone. And it took me out, 5 years to find a true soul tribe that I vibed with. It was a lot of that experience taught me so much, about being vulnerable, about people being manipulative because you're new and you don't really know. You're new and you don't know, so they try to manipulate your energy because they know that you're open, right? And you're eager to learn. And you're a newbie, right? But now I feel like we're more settled in, and now we know. You say, yeah, it take time, right? And finding people that you actually vibe with, because we can go on the internet and connect with people, right? But it's about finding people on that same frequency that you vibe with, that you resonate with, right? Because I can go Google conscious spiritual community retreats. Oh, it's 1,000,001 that's gonna pop up. Okay, we doing ayahuasca, we're doing a shroom, we're doing, right. But it's different when it's a vibe, you know what I mean? So that's why I always shout out Soul Tribe. I love y'all so much because y'all just get it. It ain't no explaining. We all leveling up on our own pace, and we all have the same goal, which is to get connected to our higher self, get connected to the Most High, and just grow and elevate every day. um Let me see what y'all said. You said that's me fired up. Exactly. It's lit. It's lit. I can't wait to see y'all in Atlanta. It's about to be lit. Yeah, take time. Do you have thoughts on the change or possible fall of current systems such as BWQ Reeves or yeah, I spoke a little bit about that in my Saturn going into Aries and my prophecies fulfilled Pope video. I'll drop them in the comment box. But it's really, this is that karmic retribution time, right? This is where karmic, you know, they like to say karma's a bitch, but why? You obviously weren't doing the right things to receive properly good karma, right? So this is that full cycle coming back around, right? So don't think that everything that you're doing is going under the radar, because even if no one's looking, the Most High is always watching, and that energy is going to come back tenfold, So that's why we're seeing certain elite people fall, right? Certain elite people be unalived. We're seeing certain trials with certain celebrities, and they're being, everything that's done in the dark is going to come to light. That is that Pluto and Aquarius energy, right? That hidden energy. Then we also got Saturn going into Aries. Baby, it ain't no hiding. You can't hide from the light, right? And this is unexpected things happening, unexpected things starting due to that Neptune going into Aries. So there's a lot of different generational things that are happening right now that haven't happened in over 100 years that we're going to be witnessing, right? So the best advice that I can give right now is just put on your seatbelt, hold on, keep operating from your highest light. As we're going to see more things fall, we're going to see more things crumble. Listen to your intuition. We've been going through spiritual training, right? That's why you've been getting in tune with yourself, so you can trust yourself and trust your spirit and know when your intuition is guiding you, and it's not a fear-based action, right? You don't want to be moving out of fear, because that causes confusion, that causes destruction, that causes more chaos, right? It's like when you're angry. Oh, I'm doing this out of anger. Oh, then, somebody bump into you. What's up, bro? And then they like, well, what's good? You know what I mean? It's this whole, but it's like when you're operating out of love and light, it's like somebody could bump into you and you just, it don't even matter, right? That doesn't even matter. I'm on such a high frequency, I'm on such this good high level, can't nothing really pull me down unless I allow it to, right? So it's about what we allow, it's about what we let into our subconscious mind and our conscious mind at this time. So we just got to stay elevated. This is where we stay optimistic, right? This is where you stay confident, right? This is where you tap into your inner strength and tap into those spiritual practices and those spiritual tools that you gain, like meditating, like grounding, like tapping in with Soul Tribe, like journaling, dancing, really just releasing this energy in positive ways, okay? I hope I answered your question. I don't even know what I y'all know I be ranting. I go on a whole tangent. Yeah, the current systems. Yep, I think I said that right. That was me, but it's not happening anymore because I am in control and I am an empath. Exactly. Yes. We are always in control. We always have an option. We always have a choice, even if we don't think we do, right? It's just like people in jail, right? You think they don't have a choice, but they do. They can choose to sleep all day. They can choose to go study. You know, they have a library. They can choose to work out. They can choose to mix and mingle and form congregations, right? You think you don't have a choice, but you have multiple options. It's just about what you do, and how you utilize your brain, utilize your mind, right? At that time. And I also know a lot of people who, been in jail and they become more enlightened because they have no other option but to go within, right? They have no other option but to study religions or but to join. That's why a lot of people come in and they come in a certain way and they come out all, all praise is due to the Most High. You know what I mean? Because they didn't got in tune with themselves on a more spiritual level because they have no other option. I know a lot of people who turn into more of a spiritual person because they meditated the whole time and they're astral traveling, astral projection. So we always have a choice whether we think we do or not. It's just about making the higher octave choice and listen to your intuition at this time. You say, yeah, true. Right. Thank you. We are talking about the world changing. If the chosen in 2020, do you think the chosen fell first to have time to prepare? Absolutely. Right. Somebody, what Kendrick Lamar say? Somebody got to do it. But somebody got to do it, right? Somebody got to do it. Even if you're the only one in your family, you have to be that leader. You have to go on that journey first. If we're walking on an unknown road and it's a group of us, somebody has to lead the way. Somebody has to open up the door first, right? So maybe it was you who was chosen to do that, right? They don't want to go, I'll go, right? It's giving me David and Goliath, right? They had this whole army of strong men and they were all afraid of Goliath. David, the youngest little boy, said, I'm not afraid. I got the power of God in me. I'm good. Give me, look, I'm a do what I gotta do. Somebody gotta do it. And just because of that action, after he, shot his shot, right? Shoot your shot. And he hit him, knocked him down. The king was like, yo, you head of the army. You the king now. You get whatever you want. I got 10, 12, 11 women for you, right? Queens, right? Whatever, just from you operating from that divine source, that divine connection, right? So yeah, I think it's just about operating in your authentic, authentic, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Being true to yourself, okay? And not like letting that faith waver, right? Not letting anything trick you or deceive you or having anything, stand for something or fall for anything. I had this conversation last night, right? You can live on your knees or die on your feet. And I rather, you know what I mean, fight for something than fall for anything. So, yeah. I meant either you started it or you breaking a generational curse. Exactly. I feel like that's, that it's so many layers to that, it's so many layers to that because I feel like a lot of people, we can't hold judgment over anyone for their actions, as a lot of people are moving at their own pace and doing things the best that they can for their situation. It's only to us on what we do with where we're at, right? Like I said, we're all given a choice. And I feel like if you tap into this knowledge, then you're kind of held responsible for that, right? Because it's like, try to go back to the old way of thinking if you want to. Try to go back to doing things the old way if you want, but you really can't. You know what I mean? You know too much. You can't unknow what you know now. So it's like that's your responsibility to keep on teaching, enlightening, and spreading your light at this time, you know? But then it's a polarity with that, because some people like, I'm tired of teaching, people don't care, that, and it's like, that's okay too, you know, just do you and do what you feel called to do. As I know we are, like you said, the generational cure, right? We're healing a lot, we're doing a lot of spiritual work, we're doing a lot of work to break through a lot of cycles, even if it's the smallest thing, like changing the eating habit. You know, it ain't got to be, you know, super big, or it could be being the first one to go to college. You know, that's a huge thing in our community, or being the first one to buy, being a homeowner. You know what I mean? Buying property. It's a lot. So I think it's just about your mindset and how you elevate your mindset and making better choices. That's how you be the generational cure during this time. Okay. Um, Glad I caught you live, sis. It's hard for me to tap in the Discord chats, but I appreciate you and look forward to seeing you in person again. Love your high vibrations. Thank you. I appreciate you too. And yeah, and I admire your courage. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know, I feel like I I used to be very timid and very shy, but once I did the inner work and tapped into my authentic self, then I was like, you know what? That's not who I truly am. Who am I really before the world got to me, right? Who am I really before past trauma, before triggers, before I let them tell me I can't do it, before they said it was demonic, before, who am I really? Who are you when nobody's looking? Who are you when you're alone, right? Who am I for real, right? And once I tapped into that and started living unapologetically, like, I'm gonna shine my light, I'm gonna speak my truth, I'm gonna, even if it means going against the grain, right? And people call me weird, people say it's this, people say it's that. If I listen to what everybody else got to say about what I'm doing, I'm not gonna have nothing to do. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, that goes against this, right? It's like, what? Like, when do I have time to be myself, right? So it's about getting in tune with yourself and not letting anything distract you from that, right? It's being true to who you are, because at the end of the day, you have to make yourself happy. At the end of the day, you have to sit with yourself at night, in the dark, in the bed, and then those thoughts run through your mind, like, oh, I was being fake as hell today at work, or oh, I had to be around these people and be fake. It's like, no, I'm tapped in. I'm not gonna dim my light anymore, and I'm gonna let that light shine. That's what we're here to do, right? You said we're wired, and exactly, it's in us, right? It's in us, not on us. And this is a time where we speak our truth and shine our light. Somebody else may be thinking it, right? Somebody else may be thinking what we saying, and they don't want to say it. So, right, like, no, that's bad. You know, like, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, that's out. You know, and it's a balance with that too, because I'm not gonna like stir up conflict. I'm not very confrontational, but I am gonna speak my peace and speak my truth. So it's just about getting in tune with yourself. Um, Let me see. Greeting, peace to the tribe. Oh, y'all in here today. What y'all doing on this Sunday? Okay, how y'all feeling today? Okay, I was like, let me go live. Let's tap in with the tribe, right? I love y'all so much. Greetings, peace. Let me see. So if someone gotta leave when he comes down to the spirit, exactly. You gotta do what's best for you, right? If that means cutting off certain things, cut it off. If that means leaving people behind because they're weighing you down, that energy is too heavy, right? You're only held responsible for yourself, right? And you can't take on anyone's karmic debt. They have to do their own work. You're only responsible for yourself. You came here alone, you're gonna die alone, right? That's the whole energy. So it's about getting in tune with yourself. And if you operating from that love and light, you ain't gotta say it. People gonna see it, and your energy speaks for itself, right? I ain't gotta come in, hey y'all, I'm a big boss, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm the shit, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, no, I come in a room and sometimes I just sit back and be quiet and observe. And if you know, you know, right? But the energy gonna speak for itself. It may be a conversation and I'll say one thing or one word and people are like, damn, like that's true. It ain't gotta be nothing else to be said because it's the energy, it's the vibe, right? So I feel like that's a whole nother thing as well. Um, what else y'all talking about here? So hi, New Diamonds. Peace, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining. Um, let me see. You said it's crazy that you're talking about that. I had to break that down with a friend. Yeah, if people are open to it and are willing to learn and are willing to just understand and listen, then explain it. You know what I mean? If people, you'll know when somebody curious, they'll keep asking questions, or you kind of get the vibe of them being intrigued or engaged, and then you can kind of open up the door, and then if they really asking a lot of questions, you can kick open the door, you know what I mean, and then just kind of deep dive into it. But I always like to ease into health things, conscious things, spiritual things, anything, you know what I mean. You just don't meet somebody on the first day and say, hey, how you doing, how it's just certain things you don't ask people when you first meet them, right? I was gonna say something so out of pocket, y'all. That probably would have got this flag, but it's like it's certain things that you can't say when you first meet somebody. Like it's inappropriate, right? So it's kind of like warming up to certain things, and you can kind of get a feel. And that's one of the coolest things about being in a spiritual and conscious community. People drop little hints, drop little words. If they say anything about high vibrational or energy or dimensions, it's like, oh wait, did I hear you say, did you say conscious? Did you say dimensions? Did you say, like, you're talking about chakras and you talking about crystals? Oh, okay. It's like certain key words that you hear that somebody tell you. I ain't even gotta ask because I already know it's the energy, right? It's felt. The energy is felt, right? Kind of like vibes. If somebody was arguing, arguing, you step in that room, you could feel it, like, ooh, it's some tension up in here. You could just feel it, right? It ain't nothing got to be said. It's just the energy, right? So I feel like it's that, like catching a vibe for the energy, and then you can kind of open up and go from there, going with the flow, right? And I feel like that applies to everything, right? Whether you're getting to know someone, whether you're having a conversation, whether it's a job interview, you could apply that to anything. Let me see. What else is y'all talking about in here? You said drop a like on the stream. Oh, I appreciate it. Yes, exactly. Thank y'all. Yeah, like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Look, the Cash App is New Diamonds 101. If anybody would like to donate, all of the descriptions in the description box. So yeah, you guys can check that out. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you so much, Micah, for reminding people. Wired is my bad. Us all good. I meant weird. Yeah, I know. The energy be weird too, right? Especially when things get high vibrational, the energy start getting weird, right? The electricity, right? You start attracting things, right? It's just, you could feel it. It's getting charged up, right? I love it. If you know, you know. Did you ever accidentally astral project into your younger life? That's a very good question. I've had dreams and visions about when I was younger. But accidentally, I haven't had any accidental astral travels into my younger self. I normally do inner child work on purpose. So I normally like sit and meditate and tap into like my root chakra, or when I used to do heavy shadow work like 3 years ago, I would tap in with my inner child and sit with my inner child and just let her, vent to me about certain things and go over certain scenarios that happened, and walk with her and talk with her and play with her and listen to her, right? Because I feel like as we grow older, it's still a huge part of our inner child that wants to be acknowledged. It still wants attention, right? That child wants attention. That's how you nurture the child, right? So it's kind of like just sitting with yourself and tapping into your inner heart's desires and letting that run free. You know what I mean? Even if that's like dancing, painting, tapping into things that you love to do when you were a kid, especially things that you couldn't do when you were a kid due to certain things. I love to do those things, like just as an example. So if there's anything that you couldn't do as a kid, like whether it was just certain obstacles in the way, I love doing that now to kind of free up that inner child. So I don't have that sense of wanting attention due to the lack of the attention my inner child got, right? I'm just using that as an example. So as far as like astral projecting and tapping in with the inner child, that's like my best thing to do, right? If you working on inner child work, sit with your inner child, or if you tapping into the freedom of your inner child, let that creativity of the inner child run wild, right? Wild child, okay? I love it. Thank you so much for the questions. I appreciate y'all. Um, Let me see. Can you sense when you come across another chosen one, like the way you notice bad energy? It's like we have to, yes, you absolutely can, right? But you still have to use discernment, right? So because there's a lot of wolf in sheep clothing. There's some people that portray to be a certain thing, but like I said, energy never lies, right? You'll feel the energy being off. You'll see red flags. 9 times out of 10, like I said, if it's somebody who is spiritual and conscious, they don't have to say that they're spiritual and conscious. If somebody is a boss, they don't have to say they're a boss. If somebody is, whatever it is that they do, and they're a master at it, you can kind of feel the vibes. So absolutely, I think you can most definitely feel when somebody is on the same frequency or somebody is a chosen one, right? You could feel the energy, but you just got to be careful because a lot of people use this energy to manipulate people. So you just have to make sure that you're on point, right? And if your intuition is telling you something is off, listen to that always, right? Because yeah, I mean, nature boys, right? It's nature boys out there, y'all. They want to portray like they're God, and they want to manipulate people and use people for money and say that they're conscious and they got the cure for this. And it's scammers, right? It's people that be scamming. So you still got to be aware and still be conscious. Just because someone say that they a chosen one doesn't mean that, oh, I'm open and, that give them the green light to do whatever or say whatever and I'm just going to follow. You got to kind of still be centered and keep your antennas up. But if you known them, even if you known them for years, but spirit is really kind of just giving me, it's this energy that's going to be felt, and always keep your antennas up. But you'll most definitely be guided and you can feel the vibe, right? Just like when we in here, right? When we in this space, right? When you're in a comfortable space where you can be yourself and it's like minds in a room, there is no worries, there is no fear, right? So yeah, I feel like it's just getting in tune with that energy and you'll kind of know. Let me see. What I meant is people call us weird because who we are, then wake up to the truth. Exactly. That's part of initiation, right? We all got to get initiated somehow, whether it's being an outcast, whether it's being called crazy, whether it's being called weird. I always like to say I'm crazy until I'm right, right? I'm crazy until I'm right. And then people come back asking me questions or asking me for stuff or certain things. But I try 9 times out of 10, I don't let it go to my ego. I just give them thanks and gratitude and continue to help them because we here to help one another. We here to help heal one another, right? And uplift one another. So I feel like once we get back in tune with that, then we'll be all right, right? We'll be good. We're gonna be all right, right? I don't know, I'm really feeling Kendrick Lamar energy today. Let me see. I love that, tapping with the inner child. I give her attention. That's what I'm lipping. And she, exactly. You're on point with everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Not people that just talk about it like running into a random person. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I ran into a random person at the grocery store the other day. And I mean, I don't know if she was conscious or not. I don't know if she was spiritual or not. But she was like, we need more people like you in the world, you know? And I'm just, because I'm in a grocery store and she debating on if she want to get some ice cream or not. And I'm just looking at her. I'm just watching her. I said, treat yourself. And she was like, she just turned around and looked. And she's like, but I've been eating. I said, treat yourself. You only got one life to live. And she was like, you know what? We need more people in the world like you. I'm like, you know, so it could be a random person, it could be, you know, family members, it could be friends. It's all about raising a vibration, right? It's all about operating from love, right? Love is the highest frequency, right? Even someone who hates you or is irritated by you, that's still operating from an infinity towards you, right? They hate you so much that it's this effect. They can't stop thinking, oh, I can't stand. That's still, they're still attached to you, right? So it's all about operating from that love frequency when it comes to that question. All right. Let me see. Yeah, I'm catching a live. Peace. Peace to the tribe. I love y'all so much. Yeah, because y'all been on me about going live. Y'all been like, go live, go live. I'm like, you know what? I haven't been live in a minute. Let me tap in with the tribe. Let me go live for the tribe one time so we could tap in and see what's going on with y'all, right? Where is everybody from? They may not know they are. Yes, rainbows. Yes, rainbows and glitter and sparkles. Okay. Yes, it's a lightweight angel for the work that we do. Yes, we are light. We are angels. We are earth angels, right? We're operating from a higher angelic frequency and a higher vibration, and we're just here to enlighten others while we're here. It's not for other people to get it. It's not for other people to understand. It's just for us to execute and do our work, right? That's part of our soul mission. That's part of our job while we're here. Is just to get things done. Make sure things are clear. Make sure things are straight, right? No matter what. And we'll be all right. We'll be good. Okay. Let me see what else y'all said. I love it. Y'all live in the chat today. You're a light. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, we all are angels. We all are earth angels here walking on our mission. We all do certain things to enlighten others, even if it's just a simple compliment like your hair look good or you smell good today or oh, I love your smile. You know what I mean? That just lighten. Oh, like I said, one of my favorite things is I see you, sis. I be like, don't gas me up now. You see me? What? I see you. I hear you. I am you. I'm a reflection of you, and I love you. Right? That's it's an energetic exchange, right? So yeah, I feel like that's how we lift one another up. It's just by it's simple things. It ain't even gotta be, you know, certain things. It's just little things that sometimes, right? Um, yep, that's why we chose, right. Exactly, exactly. So yeah, if you guys had any more questions, let me know. Um, Thank you. Thank you. You are who you've been waiting for. Exactly. You are who you've been waiting for, right? We're doing all of this searching, all of this looking, all of this studying, all of this healing, all of this reading, all of this writing, all of this healing, right? To get back in tune with what exactly? To get back in tune with ourselves, to get back in tune with our authentic true self before the world got to us, which I really feel like is that inner child, right? Because before we indoctrinated, before people told us how to think, what to eat, what to say, what to do, we were our most pure, authentic selves as children before outside things got to us. Like, no, I want to dance. No, I want to go outside. I don't care about certain things. I just want to be in tune with nature, right? I just want to be in tune with myself. I just want to play, create, dance, have fun, right? So it's us getting back in tune with our authentic selves at this time, right? And you are who you're looking for. I feel like a lot of us aren't lost, right? And if you do feel lost, you're just looking for yourself. And you once you find yourself, you feel whole again, right? Um, Late to the live party. No, you not. You ain't never late. You right on time, okay? You ain't never late. You arrived on divine timing, okay? Quantum jump testimony. Woo, mind? You want my what? How did I get here? You want me to test testimony on how I quantum jumped here? What? What? Are you serious right now? Like a quantum jump testimony? Oh wow. This normally happens when you've been doing a lot of shadow work, right? There's a lot of tests, right? There's a lot of things that happen, and you just wake up one day and you just don't give a F. That's a huge quantum leap right there. It's like, wait a minute. I don't care about none of this stuff no more. You leveled up. You went up another level, right? It's also looking at things from a different perception, right? It's like, wait a minute. If I stop playing victim, if I stop, you know, feeling like the world is out to get me, and I am a master manifester, I am a victor, I am a warrior, I can conquer and create whatever reality I want. Boom, another quantum leap right there, right? You're master manifesting, right? So it's just this sense of a mindset and elevating your mindset. I just had this experience like 2 nights ago where I was on someone else's live and they just told me to look at it from a different perspective. And I was like, wow, I never looked at it from that perspective before. And I love that, right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to be one with yourself and be open. And when someone is giving you a ego check, not to get defensive, right? Really look at things from a different perspective. And that's how you really grow. That's how you mature. That's how you tap into the evolution of self. And I feel like we're forever. You never stop learning. You never stop healing, right? This journey is infinite, right? And it's just about loving the experience and embracing the experience as we are going along. So yeah, let me see what else y'all say. Y'all gotta excuse the noise in the background. Like I said, it's real life going on here. Yes, Jenny. Yes, many are called, but few are chosen. Many are awake, but not chosen. Yes. Treasure. Let me go back and start to see what I missed. She's turned in. Oh, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Yes, yes. So it's just about just being in tune with yourself. Like people like, oh, you're selfish. No, this is really just about getting in tune with who you are, and it's okay to fulfill your cup up first. It's okay to fill your cup up first. It's okay to pour into yourself. It's okay to love yourself and do what feels right for you first, because if you aren't together, if your cup isn't full, how can you pour into anyone else's cup, right? If you tired and you running on E, you're gonna run out of gas. So you got to make sure that you are pouring into yourself. That way you can elevate and grow, and continue to evolve and blossom and bloom at this time. And I feel like that is what this season is about. It's about getting in tune with ourselves and all layers, right? What does my shadow look like? Ooh, who was ready for that? Who was ready for that one? What does my shadow look like? How do I really, like, when I get triggered, like, what does that feel like? Let me sit in that. So that way when I get triggered, ooh, okay, y'all, I'm triggered. Let me calm down, right? And it's not a sense of being a sucker, because we ain't never been suckers, okay? Don't get it twisted. I ain't never been no sucker. But not letting that energy manipulate you into acting out of character, right? Because when I'm in my authentic energy, I'm centered, I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected, I'm peaceful, right? But it's a boundary, right? We're not gonna let nobody disrespect us, but just knowing that I've worked on emotional intelligence, right? And I'm able to process certain things as they happen, right? And it's been a beautiful progress that we have made, and we're going to continue to elevate and continue to grow, no matter what that may look like, right? So, and I feel like that is a beautiful part of the journey when you are taking accountability and looking at yourself from all aspects, right? The shadow part, right? And the light, right? Because how am I in my higher self, right? And like I said, that ego, the ego has many layers to it. It's this lower vibrational ego and this higher perspective ego, right? It's this creativity on this lower nature. Okay, we can get into that later on a late night. Okay, you be on that lower nature on a late night hype. If you're with somebody, holla if you hear me. Okay, or you can tap into this high vibrational creative energy where you're going with the flow, painting, writing, dancing, working out, right? It's all about how you look at it. And when you get in tune with all of these different sides and facets of yourself, that's when you're able to grow, right? Um, you say yes, and you got to reflect on the bad habits. Yes, in the old ways, because that's how you grow. Yes, exactly. Self-preservation ain't selfish. Puh. Okay, self-preservation ain't selfish. Okay, them boundaries is protecting me. Okay, I am protected. You are protected. In the words of Janae Aiko, okay? You are protected. You are divinely guided, right? And everything that is happening is for a divine reason. Everything is in divine alignment, and we are rising higher, okay? And I love that. It's a beautiful, beautiful word. But yeah, that's just the energy. I feel like that's the energy that we're in right now, is this reflecting, right? Looking at it from all sides, looking at it from different perceptions, different perspectives, and growing and elevating no matter what that looks like, right? Taking accountability for yourself, acknowledging things for what they are, and working with that, or leaving it where it is, right? That discernment, right? You got to be able to discern and decipher what works best for you. And that all comes from going within and getting in tune with yourself too, okay? And I feel like that's this energy right now. And if you've been doing that work, you're going to see the benefits of that. You're going to see the rewards of that. Like I said, when you get triggered and you don't slap nobody, right? Because they stepped on your shoe, right? These brand new shoes, you got me effed up. These is $1,000 shoes. Ah! Right? It's like, let me, because I don't want to go to jail over these shoes, right? They was out of line. And, right? And not always looking for outside validation, because some people aren't aware, right? You're going to get some people that they don't care, right? Oh, F your shoes, right? F your couch, right? But it's not up to you to act, right? React to that, right? Or respond to that, right? That decision is up to you. That's when the ball is in your court. So you're in that moment, you are manipulating the energy, right? So that is what I'm talking about when I tap into emotional intelligence. When you're aware of the emotions and watching as the emotions could shift, because you go from angry to calming down to alchemizing the energy and then releasing that energy, right? Oh, okay, it's all good. You just alchemize the energy completely versus slapping somebody, beating somebody up, right? Just letting it go. Picking and choosing your battles, right? You may not win every battle, but we are winning the spiritual war overall. Period. Period. And I'm gonna double down on it. Okay? We winning the spiritual war. It's already won, right? We already won with the Most High. We already won with Source. We already won with ourselves. And that is another reward that you're going to be seeing at this time if you've been doing a lot of that internal work. You may start to feel these mix of emotions, but you're starting to rise higher in frequency. You're starting to feel this bliss. You're starting to feel this love. You're starting to feel fulfilled, right? And that's a gift within itself, right? And that's a beautiful thing to feel, because I hate to take it there, but spirit is pulling me there. When you were in those dark, down, bad, and out moments, when you were voluntarily doing this shadow work, look at how you manipulated that energy, and you're here now. You're able to hold your head up confidently, and those same triggers don't trigger you in the same way. That same trauma doesn't trigger you in the same way, right? And not in a sense to where I hate when I go on these type of tangents, but it's real, and I ain't gonna be fake, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. But it's about when you're reflecting on that, right? When somebody brings up a certain thing that used to trigger you, look at how you react to it now, right? Like for me, I'm about to be transparent. the father of my children, right? I would cry. Just cry. Cause I'm like, damn, this didn't work out the way I want to. Damn, I wish it would have. I wish that. Now, baby, ooh, I am as free as a. I'm like a bird. I wanna fly away. It's like I'm so free. I let go of that burden. I let go of that trauma. I let go. I let go. I let go. I released. Right. Open up my heart. This isn't what I planned, but it's okay because I learned a lesson, and it's about taking self accountability. And I've grown and blossomed so much just from that experience that I am a more elevated person now, right? And that trauma, that trigger, don't trigger me no more. I'm good. I'm good, right? We good now, y'all, because we done the internal work. Okay, holla if you hear me. Somebody change the frequency. Somebody change the frequency up in here right now. I need some help, Soul Tribe. Peace, 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 wholeness, love, and light, okay? But yeah, that's just an example, right? The rewards that you see from doing the internal work, it will transpire within yourself first, and then it will radiate out into your universe. It will radiate out into this physical realm, and then that's when you start to see the abundance, because the abundance starts from within first, right? It starts within the mind, right? Then it transfers into the body, and you're not so tense, or you're not so when certain things are happening, and then you just release, and that's when things, you become more abundant than ever. So I feel like that's going to be a huge thing that people feel this season, is just this huge revelation, this huge retribution, this huge acknowledgement from them doing the internal work for themselves. Okay. Yeah. Y'all just got me on here just expressing myself. Excuse me. Who snuck up in here in the back door and opened up these doors like this? Okay, how y'all got me up in here just telling all my business? Hello, a soul tribe. Hello. No, I love y'all. I love y'all. It's about being transparent. It's about being authentic. It's about being, who I am, right? And it's about being who you are. That's the reward, right? I ain't gotta fake the funk for nobody. I ain't gonna fake the funk for nobody. I ain't perfect, okay? I am not perfect, and I don't strive to be perfect. And that is beautiful, that I'm breaking past this illusion of everything has to be, this has to be like this, and this is, and if this isn't right, I gotta. No, because everything isn't gonna go that way, and that's life. It's about going with the flow and accepting things. The only thing that is constant is change. So we just are adjusting to the different waves and the different flows of the frequency, right? And I feel like that is a frequency. Like I said, it's going to be high highs, it's going to be low lows, but it's up to you to pick it back up. Oh, I love you too. I love y'all too. Okay. So yeah, I just feel like that's just the energy, you guys. This is about yourself, and getting in tune with yourself. And the more you're in tune with yourself, the more you're able to know yourself and push through and radiate this beautiful light from within and out. And that's going to help benefit others if you want it to, right? If you want to be a lighthouse, you can shine your light as bright as you want. Okay. Let me see. What did you say? We're not perfect. Exactly. And we learn from those mistakes, right? So that's what I feel like, that's what's going on. We're just getting in tune with ourselves right now. Yes, always. Perfection, mistakes. Yes, we are human. Exactly. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and this is for us to feel, right? Feel our emotions and be one with those emotions, and just continue to go with the flow. And no matter what that looks like, right? The polarity, the duality, right? We're in the realm of duality, and it's all about how you are alchemizing that at this time, right? So yeah, I don't know if anybody wanted to like tap into like a reading or some like channel intuitive messages. I just was kind of feeling called to come on here. If anybody was interested, we could do readings for like, I don't know, $20. You could donate to the Cash App. And then we could tap into like some psychic channel things, or I could pull some cards. We can do that. It's kind of up to y'all. Or you guys can keep asking questions. I really wanted to see how y'all was doing, how y'all was feeling, but it seems like y'all feeling the same way, okay? It's very high vibrational energy, and we are just going with the flow of this energy. And as we are going with the flow, there are certain things that are coming in to the energy at this time, and we have to be aware of that. You said tap into a love reading. Okay. Oh, you want a love reading? I love it. And that's another thing, you guys. There is so much love that is coming in, you guys. There is so much like partners, especially because what it is if you've been doing this internal work, right? If you've been working on yourself, um, yes, I'm giving. Look, I'm already. We already in the flow of it, okay? And that's what it is. It's coming to you already, right? If you've been working on yourself, right? If you've been pouring into yourself, there is okay, cool. I'll do that. So I'll do a general read for the energy right now, and then a general love message. But I feel like I'm already in it, right? But it's here. The energy is here. And there's gonna be certain things that come to you, like opportunities within love and business, because we're in that portal. This is that portal, right? Things are pouring in, especially love. And this doesn't have to be even romantic, even though it is very romantic. It's very energetically charged. I can't even tell y'all how many people tried to talk to me this week and I had to politely turn them down. I'm just being honest. But this is that time where you're going to be attracting things at an all-time high. This is love, this is people, this is friends, this is opportunities, this is business, this is partners, this is, this is just what you poured into yourself because you're radiating that energy out. And it's kind of like a beacon call. It's like, wait a minute, is that the phone ringing? Somebody, it's like, oh, I hear the phone ringing. Like, where's so it's going to come to you, right? And if somebody just so happens to match your frequency, it might be a little connection there. Okay, then you might got you a little soulmate on your hands. So hold on there. Hold on. That's a whole nother roller coaster ride. I don't know if y'all really ready for, okay? If you watch my love reading that I just did, we're going to higher heights. Okay, we're going to higher heights, baby. There's somebody else elevated on the next level because we done did the work, okay? Are you tired? This is when I run the infomercials for the love readings. Are you tired of getting low vibrational frequency partners? Are you tired of people saying that they're on the same frequency? Call Diamond tap into your intuition, tap into healing yourself and raise low vibrations so you can attract what you are, right? I'm trying to tell y'all. No, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all know that's my thing. What did I say? And I'm trying to tell you, okay? I just saw a pic of a thunder roll in a roller coaster. Yes, lightning, shocking. Don't go looking for it. It's going to come in unexpectedly. It's going to hit you like an uppercut. Bow. What you doing? It's like, wait a minute. Who is you? Oh, you kind of, okay, you kind of, all right now. Hold on to your draws. Because you might get swept off your feet, okay? This is the season you get swept off your feet, all right? Yeah, and that's a whole nother alignment that we're about to tap into, because Venus is going to be entering into Taurus. So this is at home, right? Venus is at home. This is that love frequency, okay? And then this, that summer, the sun is going into its home in Leo, and Venus is going into Taurus, its home. And when fire and earth come together, it's like, woo, baby, wildfires. You might meet your twin flame this summer, okay? So that's just the general love message that I'm getting. It's more of a higher octave, because spirit I'm trying to tap into all of the energy, and spirit keeps pulling you back up. It's a higher vibrational energy, and if you've been doing the work, you're attracting in someone, right? Even if it's just someone to conversate with on the same frequency, on the same mindset, so you don't feel so alone. And not that you need someone, right? Because baby, we don't need nobody, okay? No, let me stop. But not that you need someone. It's just a sense of communicating, and we're social beings and we're humans and we love to communicate. Y'all see, I ain't stopped talking. I had a drink of water. I ain't even had a drink of water. I'm so excited to be on Hero Solo Tribe right now because I've been desiring this. Just like you guys been like, go live, go live, go live. It's this exchange, right? It's this exchange. It's this charge. It's this, right? This energy, right? So that's going to be coming in on all levels. So look out for that as far as love. And then a general energy reading. Right, you said, because I could be on my own, but life is to be shared, right? Life is to be shared with someone, because that's not how we got here, right? We came in this world alone, but our mothers and fathers had to come together for us to be here. Literally, they had to come together, okay? Did you catch the double entendre? That's the energy too, y'all. It's very sexually aphrodisiac. It's charged up. It's charged up. So like I said, be careful, okay? Some people may be getting, extra family members, okay? I don't know if it's giving Empress energy and Emperor energy, okay? Creating that family, all right? If you know, you know. The 1 + 1 = 2 on some Beyonce and Jay-Z, right? Energy. So be aware of that. Yeah, so that's like the love message energy that I'm getting. Love is in the air. Yes, it is. It is, but it's also manipulative energy. So like I said, use our discernment. And I'm gonna leave that there. So yeah, y'all said y'all want to do a general reading. Let's get into it. Let's tap into a general reading. What is the energy giving? What cards do I want to use? Do I want to use tarot? Are we doing a channel mess? I feel like I just gave the channel messages with Donald Trump. Yes, impression. I know that we really got to be with someone to be. Don't mind. Yes, still sharing knowledge. Yes. I'm kind of feeling my higher self deck cards right now. Let's see what the higher self oracle has to say about all of this energy. But yeah, I'm really feeling like this is just a growth period of self. We tap into growth and elevating ourselves to be better for ourselves and better for others. And just growing, right? Growing and elevating on all aspects. My solar, what was that? Yeah, solar plexus is going off. So this is where we kind of like tap into our power. Yeah, we're taking our power back and releasing things that do not serve us. Okay. Wow, Arthur and divine protection. Yes. Co-creating, master manifester, and you are divinely protected, right? And then this going along card. Y'all don't even know, but this is the levers card in this deck, right? So this is all about getting in tune with yourself. And what did I say? Going with the flow. Going with the flow. This polarity, this Gemini energy, right? Because the lovers card is attributed to Gemini, right? So this is about getting in tune with all facets of yourself, that trinity, that mind, body, soul, that 3, to align higher and go up higher, right? As you are co-creating with the divine, right? That author and that divine protection. I love it. What else is here? Genius and go now. No way. No way. Cash App. Oh, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the Cash App. Love y'all. Gratitude. Gratitude. Sending it back tenfold, okay? But yeah, this is, what did I say? It's high vibrations. Okay, it's high vibrational energy. Go now. Get it done. And using your mind. This is all about being a master manifester. We got the mathematics, right? Enlightenment, divine enlightenment happening. So there's going to be a lot of revelations. There's going to be a lot of just abundance pouring in. This is a very abundant time. Just continue to tap into that frequency, okay? And create whatever reality you want. And this does stem from the subconscious mind. This is something that is being brought to the forefront. Things are rising, things are blooming, and it comes from the internal work that we do within, right? And we are moving along. There's blockages being moved out the way, blockages being cured, doors that were once locked are now being opened due to us doing the internal work, right? Those DNA codes, those light codes, those source codes, right? Us being the blueprint, right? And getting in tune with how the foundation is laid out so we can go up to the next level and see it from a different perspective, right? Y'all got me. We about to tap into the channel in a minute, okay? We about to tap into the channel. When the hands start doing all of this, that ain't even me, y'all, okay? All right? Holla if you hear me. All right, I'm going to pull some cards from my favorite intuitive deck. Friends. How many of us have them friends? The ones we can depend on. Y'all know I'll be fired up. It's 4:20 right now. Let's see. What is another message for this energy right now? Ooh. Y'all see that? Thing's jumping out. Ooh. What just popped out? The friends card jumped out again. Yo. Spirit was like, no, that was it. Friends. I'm telling y'all, it's about to be some divine connections made. Y'all, because y'all, first off, if I get quiet, you know it's a big deal. This is a big deal. This just, I'm playing around, friends, shuffling the cards. And it popped back out. That spirit like, no, something's coming in. Are you ready? Are you ready? You said diamonds on one today. Y'all know I'll be fired up. Come on now. Don't do me. Don't do me with the short end of the stick, okay? Now let me. The friends card popped out. This is also giving me friends in higher places. This is giving physical and spiritual, right? So abundant opportunities with friends, right? Partnerships, business relationships, right? In a higher realm, in a spiritual realm, right? Your spirit guides, your ancestors, the divine, and also physical, right? So yeah, this is giving friends, and then like I said, soul tribe, right? Shout out to soul tribe. This is what this is giving. What's the bottom card? Shrooms, rapid community. What did I say something about shrooms, y'all? Did I say something about the shroomies? Am I tripping? Am I just ranting? I can't even remember. I just remember I said something about this. So this is something coming in fast, something coming in groups, you know, because when I think about mushrooms, I think about how mushrooms grow. It's magical, right? This is a magical friend. This is someone's going to make some magic happen. Unexpected abundance. This is someone that's going to come in unexpectedly, right? This could be spiritually. This could be physically, right? Just make sure that you're paying attention to the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicities. All right? Peek over at this card. Wow. Apple. Abundance. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Yeah. Options. It's a lot of apples. Come on now. It's a... This is a lot of abundance. This is, you can pick whatever apple you want. It's apples off the tree. It's apples in the basket. It's apples on the floor. It's apples in the air. It's apples in your underwear. It's apples everywhere. You choose. Now, this apple can represent whatever you want it to be. This could be money. This could be opportunities. This could be friends. Right? You said, I only need one. We only need the right one. Okay, holla if you hear me. But Spirit is saying, Spirit has spoken, there is going to be a lot of options, a lot of abundance in all ways. You choose. And this is where the test comes in, because you're going to have to use your discernment. All right? This is where that spiritual attunement, that spiritual training you've been doing kicks in, because it's going to be a lot of abundance and you have to decipher what is best for you. Okay? Let's pull one more from these cards. Okay, now. Y'all watch me shuffle. I love confirmation, but I said this. I said it's going to be a lot of love cutting these old cords, but it's giving attached to somebody. Attached to something. I'm getting spiritual attachment. I'm getting physical. I'm getting masculine, feminine. I'm getting higher, lower. This is giving Gemini. This is giving polarity. This is giving strings attached. This is giving that red string, that red lady in a red dress. Okay? Well, I don't know if y'all know about that, but baby, don't say I didn't warn you. Don't say I didn't warn y'all. It's a lot of red here. All right, fire, passion, love, root chakra activities going on. Okay. Abundance in all ways. Masculine, feminine, master in all sides. I hope y'all ready. It's coming in hot. Okay. Metamorphosis, right? Changes. Like I said, when I get quiet, I ooh, oh no. I can't make it up, y'all. What I got to lie for? You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Does anybody in here know what this card stands for? Please, somebody in the chat, let me know, what does the Page of Cups stand for? Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay now, treasure. Incoming love. Message. And a card jumped out. I didn't pick it up yet because this is being patient with the messages coming in. This is emotional fulfillment. This is a message, right? This is a message coming in and having patience. This is you yielding, right? Divinely protected, right? But this is someone coming in with an offer, right? A romantic gesture, internal fulfillment, leveling up, right? All right, now I ain't even pulled the top card. We're going to read what card jumped out because they're jumping. Oh, really? You don't say. Because I said it's not Spirit won't let me go any lower when I was tapping into the love energy, right? Because it's Hierophant. This is a higher soul tribe. Are you ready? I just heard Spirit say, are you ready? Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you. I don't even want to finish the rest of the song and take it slowly and make you want me. Okay, that's anyways, when we're separating from the love, now I got to break it up. Break it up. This is you receiving more messages, getting in tune with your divine self, your higher self, right? Teaching, because what we're talking about, being a leader, right? Being chosen, being in line with the divine, right? You've been crowned, right? This is about you. This is about you mastering the divine feminine, divine masculine, right? The blue, the red, the keys. What did I say about them keys? You are the key. You got the key. You are royalty. You are the magi. You are the master manifester. You are the creator. You are the high priest. You are the priestess, right? You are abundant. Don't who? Come on, because it's kicking in now. You are the love. You are what you're looking for. Huh? Hello? Soul Tribe. I'm talking to you. Y'all heard the washing machine go doo-doo-doo. Hello? Confirmation. This is your confirmation. It's about you, and you're rising in your frequency right now. There's going to be people watching you. They're already watching. You already have admirers watching you. You could take that how it resonates. The pillars, the portals. We said was in the portal. Now, can somebody please tell me what this look like? Because I know I ain't tripping. What does that look like right there? What does that look like? What in the hell? First off, who the hell made these cards, and what is this right here? What is that? What is that? Tribe? Anybody? Anybody in the tribe know what that is or what that look like? To me, I have to raise my... This looks like a yoni. A yoni. And this is a portal, right? The universe, right? The V. Y'all know what? Let me. This is for sure the three faces too. Yes, exactly. The Trinity. But the divine masculine, the divine feminine coming in to create the child. The three, the Trinity. Father, mother, son. Mind, body, soul. Creates that one. The God, the creator, creation. Right? The faces. Yeah, this does look like a face. But to me, this looks like a vulva. The portal. Okay, oh, let me. My spirit team is laughing at me. Let's just pull the cards. Yeah, we're headed to a new road, right? This is you letting go of those bags, right? No more bag lady, right? We're letting go of old things, being overworked, overwhelmed, overthinking, right? Letting things go, right? To break through this new cycle, to go into this new cycle, this more abundant cycle, because we're on the road to abundance. He's walking on gold to this new place, right? And this could also be, I like to look at this card because this is normally a negative card. But for me, this is us gathering up all of our tools that we learned on our spiritual journey and heading to the next place to rebuild, right? You can never really start over because you have gained the knowledge and spiritual wisdom, and that's eternal, whether your house burned down or not, right? Knock on wood. I don't wish that on nobody, but I'm just saying you can never really start over because you have the spiritual fortitude, you have the mental fortitude, right? You, all of these experiences that you gain, that's what you're taking with you to this next level as you rise higher, right? What I say, the discernment. This is discernment, self-love, abundance, healing, right? The mind. I mastered myself. I mastered my lower self. I did the inner child work, right? And I'm taking all of that with me on this next level so I could build this new foundation, right? We are the foundation, right? Also giving abundance, a bundle. Abundance in a bundle. Because this is up under this card. A bundle. What is that? Sticks. A bundle of sticks considered a A fag, which is gay, which is happy. Yeah, this is like happiness. What's the next card? What? I can't. Heart's desires being fulfilled, traveling, divine alignment, things coming in for you. This is also getting struck by Cupid, right? This is also seen as the portal card because it's like 1111 here. This is air travel. This is things taking off, right? I love it. What's the next card? From you doing the internal work, right? You had to release, right? Some of us are still releasing. Some of us are still healing. Some of us are still clearing out that storm. But guess what? It has to be rain for the rainbow, right? And we pulling out these old things, these old, right? I know I ain't come on now. Y'all getting quiet in chat. Hello. Thank you, Bruce Lee. Cleansing. Hello. We got to cleanse. We got to do this work. It's necessary for the level up. We can't get to the next level with these same old bags. Otherwise, we're going to be repeating old cycles. And we're breaking free of these old cycles. We're breaking free from these lower natures. We're breaking free from these chains, right? So we can attract in what's rightfully ours, our birthright, this true abundance, right? Tap into those hearts, passions, and desires. Yeah. So we can get the roads, the treasure, right? The treasure chest, right? The treasure chest, the heart. This is something coming in. Meeting you where you at. Okay? And just in every offer, okay, because I'm hearing that every offer you ain't got to take up on, like you said, we just need the right one. We just need the right one. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Right? So this is about getting what you truly deserve and filling up your cup and tapping into your intuition, tapping into your gifts, right? Divinely protected at all times. You got your angels with you. You see the messages. You see the signs, right? You see the symbols, right? This is giving like jewels being thrown at your feet. What's the next card? I'm being nosy. Yep. Releasing what doesn't serve you. Yeah. Yeah. This everything I said. This everything I said up on here. Okay. Yep. So this is just about us getting back in tune with ourselves. Royalty. Yes. Getting back in tune with ourselves, our higher selves, and elevating. Right? Letting go of old baggage so we could tap into these new gifts that are coming in, right? More abundance that's coming in, right? And always in all realms and all forms. All right. I feel like this was a regular reading and a love reading. If anybody would like to do a personal reading on live or tap into a personal reading, again, you guys can tap into donating to my Cash App. It is Nudiamonds 101. It is $20, and we can kind of go a little deeper on this energy. Or if you would like to, any channel messages you would like, you can also donate, to the Cash App. But I feel like this is just confirming everything that I said. Everything that I said, this is just confirmation. So we're going to be receiving a lot more confirmation. You're going to be receiving more confirmation than ever, more abundance than ever. Just make sure that you're paying attention, right? And sometimes that looks like being still. Sometimes that looks like sitting back. Sometimes that looks like being quiet, right? And sitting with yourself so you can better decipher the messages that are coming in for you at this time, right? Because sometimes things aren't translated the right way because we're so busy moving. We're so busy doing things. We're so, we're occupied and distracted with other things that we aren't able to receive the message. But when you're being still, you're able to hear the whole message, right? You can't listen and talk at the same time unless you super tapped in. But we're talking about realistically, right? If you want to hear clearly, you have to be quiet and listen. That's all a part of communication. Communication isn't just about talking, it's about listening as well. And also some people don't communicate with sound, right? It's a gesture, it's a hand movement, right? It's an energy, right? It's a frequency. It's a, you can do this, right? Right? Y'all get what this is without me talking, right? So it's about communication, divine communication in all ways, in all realms, in all forms. And I feel like that's what we're getting more in tune with during this time. And it derives from us getting in tune with ourselves. All right. There's going to be a lot of things coming in at this time in all ways, right? And it's going to happen rapidly. It's going to happen fast. Some things are just going to be unexpected. Um, so also look out for that. Yeah, that's pretty much the messages that I'm getting, you guys. Is just there's going to be a lot of options. Something's going to happen unexpectedly. Everything is in divine alignment. You're divinely protected at this time, divinely guided. Continue to center yourself and be true to who you are. Okay, you guys, I love y'all so much. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys like to tap into any personal readings off of the live, you can also check out my website that is in the description box. All the information that you need is in the description box. And I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend, beautiful, strong end. And yeah, I catch you guys on the next live. I love y'all so much. Best soul tribe in the world. Peace.